Hi guys, it's Fentony back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Queenie Goldstein and a lot of new previews that give a lot of new details. There's been lots of new information and some scans as well, and I'm going to give you guys a quick spoiler warning just in case. All this stuff has been officially released, so it technically is not a spoiler, but I know some people don't want to know stuff like this, so I'm going to give you guys a quick spoiler warning before we begin. So throughout the entire promotion for The Crimes of Grindelwald, Queenie has been pretty well hidden. She's appeared in several small scenes in the trailers, but there hasn't been that much. Her role has been kept a big secret. The only really big scene that we got in the trailers to do with Queenie was her holding her head, or maybe holding her ears anyway, and it looks like she's got an engagement ring on, or a wedding ring, we're not exactly sure. So it looks like her and Jacob have either got engaged or gotten married. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but let's get through the new photos first. So the first one is Queenie holding an umbrella. There's not really much to say here, but it's probably connected to the scene where Queenie's in the street and she's holding her ears. Remember, Queenie Goldstein actually is very powerful in legitimacy. She's got a natural born talent and she's able to read minds pretty easily. It looks like she's in great pain, or she's hearing something that she doesn't want to hear. Maybe the truth. That might hurt her. This photo here is Jacob and Queenie on a dining table. This scene at the dining table might actually be in Britain when Queenie has Jacob under her spell. A behind the scenes shot of Queenie at the amphitheatre, and this is when Grindelwald is going to give his big speech to his followers. And then the final scan is Queenie and Jacob inside the amphitheatre in the crowd. Jacob looks a bit overwhelmed, a bit shocked, and perhaps a bit scared. Queenie looks to be telling Jacob everything's going to be alright. This is when Grindelwald gives his followers his vision for his new world order. He wants to elevate the wizards and witches above all other non-magical beings. Of course Jacob is a no-mage, so I'm not too sure if Grindelwald knows he's there, or maybe he's allowing him to be there because of Queenie. So is Queenie going to join Grindelwald? This theory has been going around for some time, and I've always said that she will. Well, kind of anyway, and a lot of people have disagreed with me on that. Basically this is what I think. Queenie falls for what Grindelwald has to say. Grindelwald gives his big speech to his followers in the amphitheatre, and Queenie and Jacob are there. She looks to be telling Jacob everything's going to be alright. Eventually me and you can be together. Grindelwald must have told Queenie before this that in his new world her and Jacob can be together. Remember, in America Queenie and Jacob cannot be together, it's against the law. And we know from spoilers that Queenie puts Jacob under spell and she takes him to Britain against his will. He leaves behind his bakery business and he feels hurt because she put him under spell. But it looks like she gets angry with him because she's read something in his mind that she doesn't like, and then she goes to Paris to find Tina. But I think she'll find Tina in Paris, and Tina's not happy with Queenie. She disagrees with Queenie and Jacob, and maybe they fall out, which pushes Queenie into Grindelwald's arms. Her powers of legitimacy could be very useful to him. Maybe Grindelwald uses Jacob to get Queenie on his side. His vision of a new world order is still very unclear. He wants to raise the wizarding world above the non-magic beings. There's also a scene in the final trailer on the Hogwarts bridge. Jacob and Newt are there alongside Tina, and then Theseus, Yusuf Kama, a couple of known characters, and what looks like Nicholas Flamel, and of course Nagini. There's no Lita, there's no Credence, and there's no Queenie. I don't think we should assume that this is the end of the film, and then 3 characters are either dead or missing, as it could have just been edited out, and it might not actually be the end of the movie. But I don't think Queenie dies, and I think eventually she will be with Jacob, but that's a long way to go. They might be separated after this film. Queenie might be separated from her sister Jacob and Newt, but eventually she will see through Grindelwald's lies. I don't think that Queenie can actually read Grindelwald's mind though, or maybe he's able to put false images inside of his head that she reads. Got to remember that Grindelwald is very powerful in occlumency, the opposite of legitimacy. Not even Voldemort in the Deathly Hallows could read Grindelwald's mind. And this is a Grindelwald that was in prison for several years, and he had no wand, but he was still able to resist Voldemort, who himself was incredibly powerful in legitimacy. But maybe Queenie does find a way to read Grindelwald's mind, maybe when he's distressed, or maybe when he's weakened himself. Who knows, but Queenie's powers are definitely going to be important. So all these Queenie dark side theories, what we've got to understand is, she's not going bad, she's not going to kill anyone, but her actions might cause great harm to people. She's fallen for Grindelwald's lies, and he's been described as very charming, a great talker, and able to convince people to his cause very easily. You might not agree with him, but then 5 minutes later you're on his side. Remember, the film has been described as testing characters' loyalties as the wizarding world becomes more and more divided and dangerous. So in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on Queenie and the new photos and all the theories you have. There's lots of new scans and photos, and lots of new details, but I'm going to split it up into lots of different videos, as I don't want to sit here for 20-30 minutes. We're going to talk about Lita, Newt, Dumbledore, Grindelwald, and much more. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you come back. And make sure you hit that little bell as well to turn the notifications on. So remember to leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're new to the channel, you love Harry Potter, you love Fantastic Beasts, make sure you subscribe. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.